Hey everyone, Sport North fishing forecast. Today is February 7th. I will forecast from Thursday all the way through Sunday, mainly based off barometric pressure and some moon phases to be excited about. We have a new moon this weekend, so that can really trigger a hot bite. Most people are attached to the full moon, but the new moon gets overlooked. The new moon has some good things about it, so we'll talk about that here. We'll look at Thursday. Thursday morning looks good because we have a moon minor period. That's a 1 hour period that's pretty intense, and it's right at sunrise. So you're combining a sunrise bite window with a moon period, a minor moon period. So I really like Sunday morning. Our barometric pressure is falling. It's below that 30 average. We're at 29.4. And then once we get to Thursday night, it's going to bottom out at around 29.3. And when the pressure bottoms out, sometimes the fishing can get pretty slow. Those fish are kind of feeling a little weird and they're transitioning. Their air bladder is adjusting. So I'm not a big fan of the pressure when it bottoms out. We will have winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with a 2 hour major period bite window between 10:30 and 12:30 a.m. Not an ideal time, but that's when the major is. Looking at Friday, 29.6 is our barometric pressure. It's rising, but it's still below that 30 average from our 3-day previous history. So that's not too bad. And rising pressure tends to get fish biting as well, just not as good as falling pressure. Winds will be 10 to 15 on Friday. Friday is my favorite day to fish because we do have a brand new moon, which means we have a minor moon period, the most intense moon period, during that sunrise window and also that sunset window. The two best times to be out there fishing. So I really like Friday. The pressure's below average and we have those minor moon periods during prime time. So I love Friday. Should be a good day. Saturday morning I like because we do have a minor moon period in the right at sunrise. Our major moon period's not till 12:30, and those are 2 hours long, and they're not as strong. And it's the middle of the day, which fishing is tough already then anyways. 10 to 15 mile an hour winds. The pressure will be rising, but it will be rising right to about that average mark. So pretty neutral fishing. Not going to knock your socks off, but that moon period in the morning could enhance a bite and get a few fish on top of the ice. So Sunday is probably my worst day because that pressure is going to top out at 30.2. And the minor period is going to move to after sunrise and after sunset. Still won't be bad because it's close to those hours. But when that pressure tops out, that's the most uncomfortable a fish is going to be is once that pressure tops out. So I'm not a huge fan of Sunday. It's not horrible, but it's not going to be probably the best fishing you've ever had. So with that, please stay safe out there. Have a lot of fun. Make sure you're checking ice. And no ice is the same. I was on a lake recently where one hole was 6 inches, walked 12 yards, and then it was 13 inches. So be careful out there. Probably on foot's your best bet unless you get way north, and you're probably going to want to be on ATVs or small vehicles. Talk to people, follow the roads, and if you get off the road, be careful, check ice. It's better to be home than to catch fish. So with that, we'll see you next time.